Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to semifinal number 2 of the 2018 Arena Lacrosse League playoffs here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. The Whitby Steelhawks do get first possession. Corey Upshaw with it. They are wearing their white with the green, black, and a more green trim. Upshaw, will he make it across? He does get over center in time, but he is immediately pressured by Gillen and Caravello of the Toronto Monarchs wearing their gold and maroon burgundy. Oh, great chance for Murphy, and he scores immediately. Racing down a little pick and roll. Bushi gets it to him, and Murphy makes it 1-0 just 27 seconds in. And returns to the dot for Toronto, but it's Patrick McCrory this time for Whitby. Ball comes out. Gillen uses the butt end of his stick to try and whip it back. It's grabbed by Patrick Miles, an alternate captain for Toronto. Toronto finished first in the league at 11-3, a full 3 games clear of anyone else. Whoa! And Toronto wants a call, and it's hard to blame him. Alec Johnson getting a stick right into the grill of Cody McLeod. McLeod was staying play some offense. There's a little pass inside. Brandon Ben can't finish, and Lucas Coote makes the save. Coote with the start for the Steelhawks. He had a record this year of 4 and 6 with a 15.59 goals against average. Some great outings, also some real struggles through the course of the year. At the other end, Craig Wendy, the acrobatic star of the Toronto Monarchs, 9-1 this season with an 11.94 goals against average. Hustling down for the quick restart. And the play was not blown in. Matt Hodgins took off after it. Wanted to get the ball, and he shot right away. Play had not been blown in. Lucas Coote made the save anyway. Ball is up high, but Kevin Dance goes up and gets it. Jordan Dance just saw his dad, Kevin, down in the stands below us. This is Arena Lacrosse League action on JVI Sports Network. And the save by Coote on Dance's shot from outside. Mark Farthing grabs it, and Coote, little pick there on Alistair Warren. They've got about 4 seconds to get over center, and Farthing will find J.P. Keeley wearing his New England Black Wolves helmet. He is ripping it up. Can't get that pass. Sure, it turns into a shot. Trying to connect with Dylan Hutchison. Keeley scoring 9.2 points per game. He only played 5 games and had 46 points. Unbelievable. There's Ben throwing it down to Brendan Muse. High pass is a little bit too high for Dustin Caravello. Caravello led the Monarchs with 74 points. That's 5.7 a game. That's good. Oh! Mike Sullivan takes that shot in the lower body and just keeps counting his 10 count. McCrory runs it over center. Boy, that is some toughness displayed by the referee. Now he's moving a little slowly up the floor behind the play, but I'm impressed that he's still standing and following the play at all. Keeley underneath Critch. Miles with the slide, the big hit. They stop him for now. Play is reset. Here comes Toronto's Critch. He and Caravello are deadly in transition, but Whitby so far does a good job maintaining them. Blaze Reardon caught out there on defense. He is an offensive player and a very good one. He's actually, and he picks off the pass. Obviously has some defensive props. He's running the floor. Oh, a rusty gate check. There's a shot by Reardon. He is actually second in the league in points per game at 6.7, a full 2.5 points behind Keeley. But Whitby does have the 2 top scorers per game in the league. Just neither of them played a ton of games. 7 for Reardon, 5 for Keeley. Toronto led the league with 14.9 goals per game. They were also first in goals allowed, just 12.1 against per game. Big scrum at center. The ball is tapped over by a Whitby player, so Grasby can get it. It's not an over and back. That pass is grabbed by Caravello. Had Coote going the wrong way, but Coote adjusted, made the save. Gets it over to Farthing. Whitby scored 14.4 goals per game, so only half a goal less than Toronto, and that was a tie for second place in the league. Defense is where the big difference was. Defense and goaltending that kept Whitby down. That shot surprised Wendy, but he made the save. Whitby allowed 15.4 per game, which was 7th in the league. Now, they gave up 17 or 18 in each of their first 3 games. They did improve substantially after that. There's a shot on the run by Adam J. He's on the Toronto Rock practice roster wearing that helmet. Here's Adam Peroni, Rochester Nighthawk practice squatter. He's wearing his helmet. The players love the NLL helmets. That long pass to Critch But there's a call over, I believe it's an illegal substitution against Toronto. Oh, it's a slashing call. They're going to 15 goals and 32 assists for 47 points in just 7 games. Reardon's at the top. That's Murphy playing catch with Boucher. Reardon goes to Boucher behind the net. He's got McLeod all over him. Keeley behind the back. Reardon almost had the rebound, but just popped off his sticker. He would have had a great chance. Here comes Reed Board. Fakes the pass. Now he just hands it off to Critch, who rips it. Saved by Coote. Critch deadly from the outside. Actually second on the team. Caravello and Critch both play a lot of defense, run the ball in transition. They're fantastic working together. Gillen racing to get there, but it's actually Hutchinson winning the race. They didn't see where the ball was. A couple of Monarchs going after it. Some help for Travis Zabolts, and he gets the ball, comes out with it, and gets it over. Great play by Zabolts. And there's Hutchinson going one-on-one with Gillen. Gets by a little bit, gets a shot, but misses high and wide on the far side. Hodgins, smart play, just letting the shot clock expire. Murphy takes a swing at him. Hodgins doesn't like it. Murphy missed, but the intent was certainly there. Here comes Mason Wright. He'll hand it off, and Jordan Dance throws it down into the corner. That's Tyler Ferreira with the ball. Big pick by Dance, and it goes through. The shot from Ferreira. Oh, they're going to say no goal. As I say, Dance was in the crease. He is arguing. He does have a temper. He's got to be careful because he has taken his share of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. This is Keeley with the ball. He can do some spectacular things. He does sometimes hold the ball a bit much. Now he's going to get a shot off. Wendy, post Wendy, and then off into the corner. Wow, that was a close one. Here comes Board, whipping up the floor. He's going to stay with Ben after passing it. He'll cut, then go to make a pick. Critch can't catch that one. Jordy Jones-Smith on him. Little pick and roll there by Brendan Muse. He spins away from Upshaw. Oh, Upshaw takes a swat at him as he's laying on the floor, but didn't hit the player, just a stick, so that's okay. You can't check a guy who's down on the floor. McCrory will pull up, and they'll get the offense out. Boucher taking the ball. We are 6.5 minutes in, and just like the earlier semifinal between Paris and St. Catharines, a low-scoring affair so far. Hutchinson shot right in the belly pad. They called it a moving pick. Right at the same time, Michael Gillen giving Hutchinson a bit of a hard time about it, but there had not been a call yet. Hutchinson had to leave a stick because it got snapped in half. It was bent and then broke on the way over to the bench. Warren gets to the Laidlaw. There's going to be a penalty in front. Brandon Turner taking it. Coote jumps on his rebound. Dick Grasby getting up into Turner's face. One referee doing a good job keeping Toronto's players from coming to change. Jordan Critch starts with it up high on the power play. Turner will serve 2 or less. Dance on the shooter spot. We've got Luke Laidlaw down low. That's Ben at the righty shooter spot, and he'll let one go. Coote stops it. Grab there. And running out by McCrory, then he kind of whipped it across. I think he surprised Upshaw. They're going to make it ahead. Trying to throw it back to McCrory. He gets it. There's Murphy up top. Oh, what a goal. No, they're saying crease. Great effort by McCrory. He went full cross-handed, major twister, and bounced one home, but he had touched down in the crease first. I think it was the foot on the way in. Back to the power play are the Monarchs. Critch rips it. Coote makes the save, goes straight to Laidlaw. Same group for the Monarchs. That's Dustin Caravello with the ball down on the crease. Good movement by the Monarchs. Nothing opening up. Some great defensive work. There's Dalton Lundy down low on the penalty kill. That shot goes wide from Ben. It's going to be over and back or the 30. Either way, it was going to be a turnover. And we'll have the officials timeout. It's 1-0 for Whitby with 6:33 to go. Fort Murphy will start with possession as Whitby can kill 30 of the 48 seconds left. Bushi. Watched there by Adam J. Little pick from Keeley. Now McLeod is on Bushi. Miles comes for the double team. Ball pops loose. Bushi gets it back. Great chop by Miles onto the stick, knocks it free. But it's still on the floor, and Cody McLeod doesn't want to pick it up. There's 7 seconds left. He's happy to just let it go. There's Niall Caravello. Shot clock will expire. And Bushi and Cody McMahon are caught over there. They have to hustle back. This could be a little trouble. No, Toronto gets their men out slowly. Whitby is able to get the penalty killers. So it's Lundy and Georgie Jones-Smith down low. Upshaw and Peroni at the top. Quick shot there by Dance, but Coote makes the save. Coote running out of time, lobs it ahead. Nice pass, and Jones-Smith runs onto it. Leaves it there for Hutchison. Hutchison has played both ends of the floor this year for Whitby, doing a good job both ways. Playing up front this week. Boy, Reardon and Keeley in the lineup really make a difference for them. This is Reardon diving, saved by Wendy. He can be spectacular. They're going to say that Zabolts went through the crease and then was the first man to play the ball, so it'll be Toronto possession. Adam J runs up. No big changes for Toronto. Basically all the guys they've had playing most of the year. Whitby, as I mentioned, Reardon and Keeley had to miss some games. There's a nice pick and roll. The shot by Laidlaw, sub shot, stopped by Coote. It's underneath and plays blown down. They come back and that helps them, but they are missing Cam Milligan. If you're a fan of the ALL and the Whitby Steelhawks, you'd have noticed by now that he's not here. Here's Bushi going to the net through everybody and then doesn't get much on the shot. Then he goes after Eric Krepensek. You can see the intensity ramping up a little bit. Garrett Lewis with some hard cross checks on Brandon Ben. That's Ferreira with the ball. Rolls it through to Dance. Oh, he is flattened by Peroni, who's going to get a penalty here. Dance's helmet came off when he hit the floor. We'll see. It looks like they're discussing whether it's a 2 or a 5. It is a 5-minute major. So big opportunity for Toronto. They trail 1-0 with 4:10 to go here in the first quarter. It's tough for Peroni being, that ball picked off. Corey Upshaw will run it over center, protecting it from Dustin Caravello. Then he sees his help, bounces it to Dylan Hutchison. Well, as someone being 6'9" myself, I know it's tricky when you're a lot taller than people you're playing against. You try to avoid the head, but I mean, I'm not sure where the contact was. I'd have to see the replay again. You can go back and see it. I don't have access to a replay, but it just didn't look like a 5 to me. That's the way it plays out, and Toronto has 4:12 left on it to try and take advantage, see if they can get the 2 goals you're allowed to score on a major. Muse up top to Ben. They go across to Dance. Seemed fine as he went to the bench. That low shot almost squeaked through, but Coote managed to close it down. Farthing looked to someone toward over on the bench side. Wasn't there, so he goes to McCrory. Nice job by McCrory to avoid Brandon Ben. And Blaze Reardon takes the ball. Keeley cutting to the net. Adam J picks him up and then cross-checks him in the back. Keeley tries to cut underneath, loses the ball, didn't realize it was gone. Patrick Miles is in no hurry to pick it up, neither is McLeod. There's a shot clock about to expire. And Patrick Miles, who is possibly the trash talker extraordinaire of the Arena Lacrosse League, giving it to Keeley as he heads off. Muse down to Ferreira. A little change up on the power play look for Toronto. Dance from the top. That one looked like it may have been tipped as he took the sidearm shot. But it went wide anyway. 3 to shoot. They try the back door. That doesn't connect. Caravello's got it. Shot clock expired. It was close. That shot by Caravello got there almost in time, but just after the buzzer. And Whitby's going to try and kill some more. They're halfway through this 5-minute major to Adam Peroni. Hutchison to Bushi. Bushi sporting the helmet of the Saskatchewan Rush, who drafted him and had him in camp. A lot of these players you can expect to see in the National Lacrosse League next year with 2 expansion teams. This is the premier development league for the NLL. You can see it from the talent on display here in Final Four weekend at the Toronto Monarchs Athletic Center. Ben faking, goes to Critch. Dance back up to Critch. Ben's going to shoot. Coote with a pretty easy save, but it goes straight to Dance for a fresh 30. Well, you got 4 defenders out there who've been out there for a while now. Upshaw and Jones Smith up top. McCrory, oh, nice save, Coote. Right in the slot, the quick release. And Coote makes the stop. McCrory's running the ball. Farthing's at the bench already. Caravello chasing after him. Critch is there to pin him against the boards. The Toronto door was open. It can be a little dangerous, but they got clear. McCrory loses his helmet. Zabolts is running. He's tripped up. Just kind of whips a shot off. And the Whitby bench is up in arms after they got a major. They wanted a tripping call there as the Bulls had a lane to the net and had it taken away because he was taken down. It looked like the feet got tangled up. 25 seconds in the quarter. There's a 7-second differential between the shot clock. So Toronto can't wait for the last shot. That one well wide from Warren. Muse across to Grasby. 3 on the shot clock. He is stripped by Turner. Turner is going to try and run through the double team. Does so and gets it ahead. Keeley takes a look. He's got 3 seconds. 2, 1, shoot, scores! What a play, J.P. Keeley. Fakes far side, gets Wendy moving, and drifts it just inside the post and into the back of the net. There is no time left on the clock, but the goal is good. Wait, did they wave it off? Welcome back, lacrosse friends. It is 2-0 for Whitby. That one clearly counted. So the J.P. Keeley goal, get an assist on the earlier one too, makes it 2-0 for Whitby. What a great finish to the quarter for the Steelhawks. The short-handed marker. Peroni still with 25 seconds to serve on the roughing major that he got for running over Jordan Dance. Dance is out there cutting through the middle. He's off on the far near side now. Gets the pass from Critch. Jones Smith jumps on him. Saved by Coote. He hangs on to make sure it's not going anywhere. And Farthing will throw it ahead to Jones Smith. And that'll do it for the major. Peroni will come out in 3 seconds. And Whitby will be back to even strength, retaining their 2-goal lead. Keeley leaves it there for Reardon. There's Bushi, Austin Murphy across to Reardon. Oh, it was grabbed in the middle by Keeley. What a play. I would have sworn that pass was to Reardon, but Keeley grabbed it as he cut through the middle in a spectacular athletic goal. So Peroni is out of the box. He is back out to face off against Michael Gillen. Peroni went a little early, and the Monarchs will have possession of the ball. Peroni staying with Gillen, who runs into the offensive zone and leaves it for Critch. Mentioned Cam Milligan earlier. All right, we'll get back to it. That was a moving pick call. Mike Gillen, you could not get called for a moving pick in the earlier game this afternoon. And then Gillen, a shot to Peroni. It's getting chippy, folks. Okay, now we go to offense for Whitby, and there's Gillen and sorry, that was actually Adam. No, that was Tyler Albrecht he ran into. A good transition player. There's Keeley with the ball. Big pick by Murphy. That shot gets up into the mesh, and it is Toronto possession. Broken stick out on the floor again. We've seen a few of those today. Milligan, I'm going to get in. He is at training camp with the Denver Outlaws of Major League Lacrosse, the Pro Field Lacrosse League. So, Arena League developing players for the NLL and apparently for the MLL. Nick Grasby. Sidearm pass, beautiful pass, and the finish by Brendan Muse, who just shed his defender. Curtis Conley and cuts in all alone. A rarity as Alistair Warren comes out instead of Michael Gillen for this faceoff. Murphy tries to tap it back to Jones Smith. Caravello had it for a second, but now Murphy's got it. Warren on him. Big swing by Caravello. Warren knocks him up in the air. McLeod hits him down onto the ground. And Toronto comes up with the ball. That is some rough and tough lacrosse. Here come the Monarchs. Corey Upshot gets his stick on that ball, knocks it up and over the mesh and into the crowd. We got a nice crowd here. Stands fairly full right underneath us and at the end of the floor. And at the other end, there's a row of seats along the boards. Jordan Dance has lost his helmet. He's got to go to the bench. There's a penalty coming to Whitby. That helmet comes off pretty easy. 6 attackers out for Toronto. Nice job by Dustin Caravello to just tap the helmet out of the way. There's Critch. Passes through, sweeping quick stick by Alistair Warren. They've got 3 to shoot. It's picked off by Peroni, who fires it at the far end for the empty net. And Peroni's going to go back to the penalty box. Same group killing the penalty for Whitby. Jones Smith and Upshot up top. Farthing and McCrory down low. That's Critch. He's got Ben, and then down low there is Caravello. Laidlaw and Dance, the other lefties. That's Laidlaw finding Ben. He wants to rip it. Shot's not there, but the pass goes all the way to the boards and comes back out to Laidlaw. That's Critch. Hard shot off the crossbar. That'll be a fresh 30 and possession for the Monarchs. 1:38 to go in the penalty. It's 3-1 Whitby. We're 3:02 into the second quarter. Critch at the top to Ben. He fires it. That one's well wide off the boards. Comes out to Dance. Off the stick of Caravello. The Monarchs just not quite connecting. And there's McCrory running past Ben. Ben with the sweep check. Wrap check gets it. Oh, but it's picked up by Blaze Reardon. Craig Wendy. A huge strategic error as he ran out to try and help his man. The ball popped loose. Reardon picks it up, and Wendy had no chance as Reardon deposited it in. Turner and Gillen lining up the faceoff. That's Brandon Turner. Gillen wins it to himself, goes to the net. Reverse whip shot goes well wide, but it is snagged by Patrick Miles, and now the Monarchs will set up. For some reason they were given a fresh 30. That ball was nowhere near the net. No, they're counting it. The ref has it. Don't know how long is left, but he is counting it down so they can hear. So don't be fooled if you can see the shot clock. There's a shot by Caravello from the outside, and that one will be reset. Turner has it in the crease. He's going to run out. Sidearm pass. Jones Smith makes it across with plenty of time. 32 left in the penalty. It's a 12-second difference, so they can't kill quite all of it. That's between the shot clock and the penalty, of course. Jones Smith, the lob pass just gets past Adam J. That's Keeley with it. And they know how dangerous he is as McLeod just right out on him. Boucher missed the ball coming off the board. Shot clock expires. Toronto had it anyway. Here comes now Caravello. Looking for Ben off the bench, back door. Dance slips into a space and gets the pass. Penalty coming, looks like to Whitby. The first one has expired to Peroni. He'll come out. Laidlaw throws it across to Caravello. They've got 6 attackers. Oh, just now they get their 6th attacker, 8 to shoot. If they get a rebound, they can go again. If they get this ball, no, Upshot gets it. The penalty will be called. Back underway with 10 minutes to go. It's 4-1 for Whitby here in the second quarter of play. Toronto right back to the power play. They've spent a lot of time on the man advantage, have yet to connect, I think, on the power play. I believe their one goal is at even strength. That actually looked like it bounced off of Jordan Dance. Wendy was alert, or Coot was alert, and then Brandon Ben whips back and picks off that pass. Goalie, of course, only has 5 seconds to get either out of the crease or have sent the ball out of his crease. Wendy had nobody open to pass to, so just tried the long desperation heave. Caravello gets it back from Dance. They move it around, and it comes all the way around to Dance, who shoots. Nice save. Coot just got it with the shoulder. I thought Dance might have that corner picked, but Coot got just enough. There's Laidlaw up to Critch. Ben. Moving in. Critch has some room. Through the middle to Dance. Great job by Farthing to get on him. A little hook shot by Dance. He's back on top of the crease. He's open. But the passing lane is tough to get through. Critch from the outside off the face of Coot. Fresh 30, but it's going to be the other way. Chasing it down is Albrecht. Can't handle the ball. Now he still can't get it. He gets it. Would have had a breakaway chance. Oh, he goes to Upshaw, who takes the shot. Wendy stops that. Would have been a great chance for Albrecht if he could have corralled it. May have wanted to just hold up and kill some more time. There's 30 left in the penalty. Caravello to Critch. Boy, those guys play defense, offense, transition. Diving attempt by Laidlaw. Sorry, by Tyler Ferreira. But he wound up in the crease. There's Jordy Jones-Smith. The whole bench staff is telling him to slow down. That's Gavin Prout and Brad MacArthur, the co-coaches for the Steelhawks. Ryan McMichael and Chad Culp helping them out. Toronto's head coach is Blaine McCauley. He's got Mike Faulkner and Ryan Marshall helping him. Cody McMahon. So we're back to 5-on-5 lacrosse. Bounce shot goes wide. Murphy tracks it down. Can't quite get it. It's going to be an over and back call. Good positioning by Murphy to just stay in the lane and not let Sean Gillies pick it up and take off on the quick restart, but not interfere and take a delay of game penalty. Some smart play by Murphy. Obviously a great scorer with 83 points, leading the league this season, but showing some smarts in the defensive zone too. Swim move by Warren, that's a good one. Pass in front, Laidlaw with the underhand shot. Coots got it, and it's under his face mask. We've got 7:24 to go in the second quarter. We're going to take a break. It's the officials' timeout. It's 4-1 for Whitby over Toronto in the ALL semifinals. I'm Steven Stamp. Whitby will start with possession as we get the final quarter of the first half underway. Travis Bolt's up at the top, gives to Murphy. Pick from Boot. Well, Bushy's trying to get a pick, but can't catch up to Patrick Miles. He gets the ball, though. Big save by Wendy. Throws the arm up. Lobs it ahead. Now Caravello has a man Grasby off the bench. He's got Miles trailing. He's got the ball. Shoots. Save. No, it went wide. It's grabbed there by Conley. There's 3-on-2. Whitby. He's going to go to the net and shoot just a little wide. Albrecht trying to get it with one hand. Maybe should have kept two. Miles comes up with it and bounces it ahead to Niall Caravello. Connolly's kind of kicking himself, looking a little unhappy, but that was a good take. The defenders went to the sides, took the passing lanes. That was a good shot to take. Just got to make it. Jordan Dance. Penalty coming. It's going to be another illegal cross-check call to Whitby, and that's... So Whitby to the power play, and there's another one coming as Dustin Caravello swatted down on the back of Dylan Hutchison. Keeley gets the ball, kind of rolls it towards Hutchison. It goes to Wendy. That's okay for Whitby, actually. You want to give them the ball. You want to get a shot off. If not, just give them the ball. 1:43 left in the first penalty. It'll be a... Bushy up to Murphy. Jones-Smith is up high as the safety valve. Reardon tried to make a pass through, is snagged there by Jordan Critch. Great grab. Now he's running the floor. Bushy with the forecheck. Critch just calmly steps across center. He knows exactly where he is. Works his way in past the first restraining line. There's a dual restraining line system here at the track. Warren double teamed. Lewis and Prony trying to pin him. Lewis loses containment, but now they've got him triple teamed and he steps in the crease. And Warren will just have to leave it there. Whitby will have it. 1:05 left now in the 5-on-3. Garrett Lewis running up the floor. Gives it to Bushy and heads to the bench. Jones-Smith stays up high. Murphy, Reardon, and Keeley again joining Bushy. Critch once again out there with McLeod. And the low man is Patrick Miles. They rotate. Murphy shoots. Stopped by Wendy. Bushy almost had it. And he would have been able to tuck it into the open net, but Wendy just tapped it away from him. And then McLeod comes up with the ball. Murphy's going to stay up the floor, which means Toronto's only going to, McLeod has to stay with him. It'll be 2-on-4 for Toronto. They can double team both. They're actually going to leave Lundy in the middle as a safety. And they get the pass through. Alec Johnson unable to lock off his man, but the 30 will expire. Whitby's got 15 left on the 5-on-3, and they want him to go. Murphy goes to that, shoots, scores! Uses Reardon as a bit of a decoy. Draws Wendy over, and at the last second, Wendy saw the shot. It was going to be shot rather than pass, which meant he had to move to his right to get ready. So it's 5-1 with 4:38 to go here in the second. Whitby, the 4th seed, and underdogs, you'd think, having lost to Toronto both times this year, 18-11 and 17-14. The 18-11 was early on for the expansion Steelhawks. But Whitby in a good position here. Looks like they might just wait out this power play with 10 seconds to go. 6 left. Oh, Reardon might have tried it, but the pass got tipped away. Oh, quick release. Bouchy, what a finish. Not sure if it was on the power play or not, but it doesn't really matter. But there will be another penalty, this one to Toronto again, for flattening Bouchy after the shot. So the referees are discussing it. They have waved off the penalty. There's a penalty being called. They're saying it was a delayed call as the penalty was being called before the goal, but they're trying to decide whether the shot, now it does matter now, but the shot went in after Caravello's penalty had expired, or after the penalty expired to Toronto, the second one. So, not a power play goal, which means that the delayed penalty is wiped out. There's a shot by Miles and he scores, and then he cross-checks Mark Farthing in the back, and the ref immediately jumps in and separates them but doesn't call the penalty. Quick goal to make it 6-2. 4:02 to go in the half. A flurry of goals here, a couple quick ones by Whitby, and then Toronto responds immediately. Patrick Miles, lovely play to head down the middle. And it's 6-2. Jones Smith with the trail check. Great job. And Farthing gets it ahead to Patrick McCrory. 3-on-2. Bouchy drops the pass. McCrory tracks it down and picks it back up. McLeod on him. There's a pick from Bouchy. Blaze Reardon with the ball. Hard sidearm pass, but Hutchison couldn't quite get the stick on it. Wendy comes up with the ball, throws it ahead. Reed Board running with it. Niall Caravello throws it off to Grasby. Luckily he was going to go to the bench, but he'll actually stay. 11 on the shot clock. Still not, now he's going to the bench. Shot up into the face of Coote. And Albrecht comes up with it. Murphy was playing D. He was having a strong all-around game. Albrecht finds Zabolts. Shovel pass, trying to get it to McMahon, who was open. Good idea, but poor execution. And the ball is loose. Still down there. Zabolts gets it back. Shot from the outside. McMahon is stopped late in the 30. It's a fresh clock as Patrick Miles picks up the ball. 2.5 to go in the half. 6-2 Whitby. Dustin Caravello with it. There's Alistair Warren. Conley on him. They try and pass it through. It's picked off by Peroni. He's got Upshaw running with him and Conley trailing. He sees the trailer, gets it to him. There's a shot. Twister just misses. Conley's had a couple of good chances, good takes. Just can't quite find the range. Here comes McLeod the other way. The action is back and forth. Frenetic pace. Oh, Critch kind of hooked that one. Thought he was going to pass, then saw that McLeod wasn't ready for it. Tried to stop it. The ball just got away, and Brandon Turner runs onto it. Forecheck pressure from Ben. He's knocked down, just whips it ahead blindly, and it's grabbed by Gillen. 1:40 to go. Gillen fights through a check, fights through another one from Lewis. And they're going to slow it down. 20 on the shot clock. And Ferreira will just rip that one. No slowing it down for him. He wanted to see if he could find a hole. Coote steps out, makes the short pass to Turner. He misses it. ducks under Gillen, throws it ahead to Reardon. Pressure coming up. That would dive to the net. Keeley, what a save by Wendy. Foot stop. Ball is loose on the ground. Keeley's in there. They're going to say Keeley went through the crease and then was the first man to play the ball. I guess because nobody had possessed it. He was still, if he'd picked it up, he would have been the first man to possess it. So there you go. Grasby to dance. We're a minute away from halftime. It's 6-2 Whitby. Now Caravello to Grasby. They try the backdoor pass, but it's snagged there by Corey Upshaw. He's running the floor. There's a trailer. Oh, nice pass to McCrory. He shoots, save. Really smart play by by Jason Crawford, the captain of the Steelhawks, to point back to let his teammate know there's a trailer that would be a better pass. And it was a good chance. Here's Dance. Good defense so they can stick with him because Dance is elusive and can be very dangerous. That pass doesn't connect with Ben. Tyler Albrecht gets it. I actually thought he may have gone through the crease there. 16 left in the half, and Whitby will take their time out for the first half. And we're going to go to break with actually 14.5 when they blow it down at 6-2 Whitby. We'll be back with 14 and a half to go in the half. Whitby with the ball and 6 attackers. Murphy under immediate pressure. Krepensak retreats. They've got 6 seconds to shoot. McLeod couldn't quite grab it. Brucey couldn't get it to anyone, and the clock will expire. 30 minutes of play in the books. It's Whitby, the 4th seed, 6, and the top seeded Toronto Monarchs, 2. We'll be back after halftime. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Arena Lacrosse League semifinal action. That's Adam Peroni wearing number 21 now. He actually wore 21 in the warm-up, then wore 32 for the first half. Maybe he's hoping if he wears a different jersey, he won't get called for so many penalties. There's a whack from Dustin Caravello and Peroni. Reardon takes the ball from Keeley, throws it back to him. Cody McMahon, the 5th forward, just getting out there. Here's Reardon. Takes a shot, and there was some stick-on-stick check by Miles that almost fooled Wendy. Pass through to Reardon, and Wendy makes the sharp save with the stick. Lobs it ahead to Adam J. And Toronto gets their first possession of the second half. It's 6-2 for Whitby. The difference, largely special teams. Whitby with 2 shorthanded goals and a power play marker in that first half. 3, representing 3 of the 4 goals by which they lead. Alistair Warren back to Grasby. He tries to feed it through, can't connect with Critch. It somehow got to Warren. He tried to get a shot off, but Coote comes up with the ball. Here comes Brandon Turner. Alistair Warren checking him. That's 22 on 22. It's always fun when the guys with the same numbers are checking each other. Hutchison. That's Keeley with the ball. Moving pick on the other side as Travis DeBolt's flattened his man, Mason Wright. Oh, no, that was Matt Hodgins. Mason Wright had the ball and was running up the floor. Here's Dustin Caravello with it. Gets it over to Brandon Ben. Ball caught by Laidlaw, goes back up to Ben. 12 on the shot clock. Laidlaw bouncer. Lucas Coote makes the save. Boy, coming in, I mentioned that Coote had some up and down play this year, allowing 15.59 goals per game, but he has been outstanding today, looking very much like he has in the past. Oh, that pass doesn't quite get through to Boucher, and then he loses his stick. He'll just run to the bench without it. At the other end, Craig Wendy has been excellent for the most part during the year. There are times when his athleticism, his movement in the crease can get him in trouble, and that's certainly come true today. We'll see what happens here. There's a chance for Miles. He scores. Got Coote stepping out and tucked it 5-hole. First goal of the second half comes 2:08 in by Patrick Miles. It's Gillen and McCrory. And Gillen pulls it back, but it goes straight to Blaze Reardon. He runs into the offensive zone. Got McCrory with him. They're going to slow things down, trying to get the offense out. He just dishes it over to Albrecht, who will leave it for J.P. Keeley. Reardon takes it along the boards. Krepensak on him. Tees him up solidly. And Murphy will go to the far side to Boucher. Tries to feed it through to Zabolts. Zabolts doesn't get it there. Here's a long outlet pass. Trying to reach now. Caravello is just a bit too far for him, and it bounces to Coote in his crease. He steps out of the blue paint, makes the pass up to Jones Smith, who runs into the offensive zone. Hutchison off to Keeley. Gillen checking him. Little sidearm shot through the screen, but Wendy picked it up and turned it aside. Reed Board gets it ahead to Adam J, but doesn't connect, and Farthing comes up with it. Conley sees Jay coming up behind him. Miles gives him a whack. Ball in the stick of Keeley. Sean Gillies up on him. Reardon gives it straight back to him. Things open up, and Keeley bounces one. Looks like, yeah, Wendy got a little bit of it, but Toronto's going to come up with the ball anyway. It's Mason Wright, gives it to Dance. Oh, nice save. Dance so dangerous, but Coote gets a leg on it. Turner, a bit of trouble with the ball. Two Monarchs coming at him. Somebody should be open. He sees Hutchison and will get it to him. Murphy thought about the pass to Boucher, and Jordan Critch was just stepping from the bench into that passing lane. Good thing he took a second look. There's Keeley. Penalty coming to Toronto. Hutchison stops it from going over and back, but the shot clock will expire. It's going to be a holding call. With Matt Hodgins going off for holding, Keeley will start with possession up at the top. He's got Reardon, McMahon, the third lefty in the middle. That's Murphy, and there's Boucher down low. McLeod goes way out to check him. Critch and Caravello at the top, shot wide. Murphy trying to track it down, gets it, and saves it from going over and back. Good play. McMahon to Boucher. Oh, he's trying to make a pass or a shot before he had it. Dives and scores. Gorgeous goal. Chris Boucher. Toronto complaining. They're saying that he ran into Craig Wendy. That's a great diving finish, though, by Chris Boucher. The ruling is it was originally signaled a goal. It could be called back and no goal and goaltender interference, or it can be a goal and then goaltender interference afterwards. So what happens? They're going to have a draw, and it looks like there's going to be no goal. The options are goal and no penalty, a goal and then an interference penalty, goalie interference, or no goal, no interference, and an interference penalty. It should have been a goal and then a goalie interference penalty, but it looks, oh yeah, they have just put the goal up. Just put it up, so they nailed it. The goal is good because it was in before contact, but then Boucher follows through, runs into the goalie, so he'll serve two or less. So that's a power play marker. And now there's a penalty coming. Critch is down and looking very uncomfortable. Different standard this game than last with a different crew of officials. All right, so just 6 seconds after the goal by Boucher and then his penalty, Adam Peroni goes off for holding. So we have a 5-on-3 for Toronto. Glorious chance for them to close the gap. It's 7-3 Whitby. There's Caravello. Up to Ben. Dance. Down to Laidlaw. And Ferreira is up top. Unfortunately for them, Critch has been helped down. He's being helped to the dressing room. Oh, actually, they've just gone to the end of the bench. The trainer is there. He's got his jersey and his pads off. That's not a good sign. Dance, what a rocket from the outside. Top shelf, just right in the corner. That's a gorgeous rip by Jordan Dance. McCrory and Gillen out for the face-off. Gillen pops it out. Lost track of it, got back to it, but before Caravello could scoop it up, McCrory races after it. He's running down into the corner. There are 4 maroon, yellow, gold and maroon jerseys around him, but he lobs it back out to Turner. Smart play by McCrory. Keeley now is just waiting as a couple more Steelhawks come onto the floor. A little lackadaisical and gets it stripped away by Miles. It's grabbed there by McLeod. Nice play by Patrick Miles. Such an effective defender. Here's Jordan Dance, the last goal scorer. Coming up on 6 minutes into the third quarter. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Arena Lacrosse League playoff action on JVI Sports Network. Dance winds up again. They're going to call moving pick on Toronto. The Toronto bench was yelling for a hold. They're not going to get it. And there's Dance arguing with the official instead of going to the bench. He's still complaining. Now a fifth Toronto player gets out on the floor. Reardon has the ball. Big pick by Boucher. And Achilles just grabs his stick. Boy, there is a lot of chippy play away from the ball in this game. There's a shot off the offside by Murphy late in the shot clock. Gage Board running away with the ball. No, it is Reed Board. His brother Gage just played for the Oshawa Outlaws. Where's number 21 for them? And is an alternate captain, but Reed Board is here today. The penalty about to expire. Peroni will come out, go to the bench. They take the length of the bench. Turner chops down on Dance, knocks the stick out of his hands. Dance has picked it up again. 3 to shoot. Ben. Oh, and a penalty coming. A tripping call to Brandon Turner, and again, Whitby is penalized, and again, Toronto goes to the power play. So Dance will start with it up top. Muse and Ferreira, the lefties this time. Actually got Alistair Warren up high and Dustin Caravello down low. The low defenders are McCrory and Farthing. Upshaw and Jones-Smith again up top. Peripheral movement, and then the shot by Dance. No problem for Coote. He hangs onto it, and Farthing runs himself out of trouble. We've got 4 to get across the line. He's just going to bounce it ahead to Keeley. It actually winds up going to Patrick McCrory, who grabs it. That worked out rather better than he'd expected. Murphy up top. He'll just let it fly. Misses. That's going to be an over and back. And with 7:25 to go in the third quarter, an eventful third quarter. We'll take the officials' time out. It's the ball in the corner, but they move it up top to Dance. Switching things up a bit on the power play. Ben and Grasby, the righties. Ferreira and Laidlaw together over on the left side. Ferreira setting a pick on Peroni. Dance, hard shot. Boy, he can let it go. Off the helmet of Coote again, the face mask of Coote. But it stays out. Dance has it back. A minute to go in the penalty. 7-4 the lead for Whitby. Saved by Coote. That was right in the belly pad. Grasby tried to get it, couldn't. Peroni had it but lost it, and Dance gets it back. Grasby has it, they'll set up again. The offense and the defense back in their positions. Peroni runs through Luke Laidlaw. He's not getting shy with his tough physical defense. There's a nice slide by Upshaw. The wrap check gets it away from Laidlaw. I thought Laidlaw had hung on to it. I was going to be amazed, but it did come loose. Now Laidlaw's still going after Upshaw. And at some point, you got to call something, and it's blown down. So both players go to the box, Luke Laidlaw and Corey Upshaw. We stay 5-on-4 for Toronto. Keeley fights through a couple of defenders, but then loses the ball. It's picked up by Dustin Caravello. 11-10 left on the power play for Toronto. We'll see if they try and get a chance before it gets too deep into the penalty. At this point, they're probably not going to take that shot. Turner's about to come out. Dance fighting through. The ball's turned over. Dance is on the floor, and Coote has the ball. No, he doesn't. He was faking. Faked very effectively. And Tyler Albrecht will run it up over mid-floor. Alistair Warren stays with him. Warren just up and down the floor today. Gets up into the face of Austin Murphy, and Murphy kind of pokes him in the mask with his stick. That shot doesn't get through. Boucher's hits somebody. Big chop from McLeod. The diving attempt by Reardon, turned aside by Wendy, thrown back over to McLeod. Reardon getting into it. A penalty coming to Whitby again. And Toronto gets the extra attacker out. Wendy's gone to the bench. 20 on the shot clock. They have 6 out there now. Again, if you get the shot and the rebound, you can get a fresh 30. The pass down low to Muse doesn't connect, but they do get through now. It's passed straight to Curtis Conley. Illegal cross-check called. Again, Toronto back to the power play. It's an illegal cross-check against Blaze Reardon. And feels like Toronto has been on the power play for literally this entire third quarter. There's got to be some stretches where they weren't, but not many. They haven't taken a lot of advantage. They really need to. Ben shoots. Hard shot goes wide. They'll be an over and back. Peroni's hustling. Good job by Ben, though, to get down there so they can't get the quick restart and just have a chance. Peroni, though, has it. He's got Keeley and throws it to him. Keeley's 2-on-4 with Bushi over on the far side. Eric Krepensek checking him. Keeley hard behind the back shot. Goes off the boards and becomes a pass to Bushi. Toronto's left Grasby up the floor. So there's a defender back with him. Oh, Bushi got the shot, and there's a rebound, but he just missed the ball. It's grabbed by Patrick Miles, who smartly bounces it over to Adam J. 1:10 left on the Reardon penalty. Grasby up to Caravello. Slow developing set here. They've got 9 on the shot clock. Straight back to Ben. Caravello to Ben. He's got some room. Shoots, scores! That's a rip. Ben loves to shoot from the top, and he nails that one. And Brandon Turner immediately goes to Lucas Coote and Apollo. So Toronto, some nice picks set there for Ben, and he buries it for the power play goal to make it 7-5 with 3:53 to play in the third quarter. Gillen gets possession, goes to the net, misses, and then dives over the goalie. Whitby wants goalie interference. But I'll tell you, that was a pretty athletic play by Gillen to jump over him, clearly making a big effort to not run into the goaltender. Although after several calls against Whitby, you'd think the refs might just call one the other way. There's a big hit against Hutchinson into the boards. Bushi, hard shot. That bounces off the boards. McMahon's shot is blocked. Patrick Miles comes up with it. He's got Hodgins ahead of him. They take away the lanes, and Miles is holding on. Patrick Miles very calm when there's pressure. Penalty coming to Whitby. It's going to be an illegal substitution or too many men call. They just had a sloppy change and did have 6 guys out on the floor. Curtis Connolly trying to get the ball away from Nick Grasby. Shot clock's going to expire. So Garrett Lewis will serve the illegal substitution or too many men call. There wasn't really much subbing. They had 6 guys out there for a bit. Gavin Prout was arguing, but I think that's more just arguing about the accumulation of penalty minutes for his club. Ben back to Dance. Golden chance for the team in gold to get back into it. Dance, fake. Nice little pick. Good movement. Ferreira tried a tricky little backwards flick shot, but he'd stepped on the crease line. And Patrick McCrory pushes the pace up the floor, bounces it over to Murphy, and they'll slow things down. Minute and a half in the penalty, 2:20 to go in the third quarter. Reardon takes the ball. He's up high, and Toronto not pressuring him now. Now Caravello comes up, so he passes it off. Reardon goes to the bench. 7 left on the shot clock. Murphy cuts in, shoots, saved by Wendy. And Adam J comes up with it just ahead of J.P. Keeley. There's Adam J. He'll leave it for Miles. Little hidden ball trick. Whitby's all over it, though. Muse up to Dance. 3 lefties. That's Luke Laidlaw down low. Dance, just a quick shot. Trying to catch Coote off guard. He almost did. Coote gets it ahead. Upshaw is up there. Murphy, 1-on-1. He's going to shoot. Tries to tuck it over Wendy. I think he actually had some space low. Tried to go high. Tries to swim through. He's stopped. Lobs it up ahead. Smart play by Murphy to take the chance, and he gets the ball back, and they slow it down. 26 left on the penalty. There's a 3-second difference with the shot clock. 3 more on the penalty, so they can't quite kill it all, but they can get rid of most of it. Then they have to stay out of the penalty box, whatever it takes. Keeley. 4 seconds left on the shot clock, so he just takes a bit of a twister into the belly of Craig Wendy. Penalty expires. Back to 5-on-5 lacrosse, which we haven't had much of. Toronto's been on the power play for the most part. We're into the final 42 seconds of the quarter. Jordan Dance corrals it off the floor, off the boards. Moving pick against Toronto. Here comes Peroni. He's going to pull it back. 30 seconds. That's 6 more than on the shot clock, so they can't wait for last shot here. They want to use up as much as they can to not leave Toronto much time if they do get the ball back. There's Reardon bullying his way through. Over to Murphy. Sidearm pass. Keeley behind the back off the crossbar. And Whitby will pull the goalie. 14 seconds left. They're going to have 6 attackers and the ball. And Travis Zabolts sprints down to the top of the crease where he will just start pushing people around. He's going to occupy some attention and draw the defenders in. There's a chance for McMahon, who scores. 4.1 to go, and Cody McMahon, who's been very quiet, just fires it into the top corner. Just 4.1 to go, and it's 8-5 after the goal by McMahon. McCrory and Gillen will just battle for the last few seconds, and that'll do it. We'll take a break. This is Arena Lacrosse League semifinal action on JVI Sports Network. I'm Steven. Welcome back, lacrosse friends. 15 minutes to determine our second finalist. Unless we go to overtime, of course. Peroni kicks the ball away, but it's grabbed by Niall Caravello. Toronto going left to right in the fourth quarter. Trails 8-5, but they have first possession. Jordan Dance spins off a check from Upshaw. Gets a pick from Caravello. Passes it to Justin Caravello. And that one actually looked like Dance took a shot to the face. Actually, I thought that looked a lot worse than the 5 that got called earlier. Peroni will slow things down. The coaches are all saying slow it down, and J.P. Keeley saying give me the ball over on the far side. Reardon gets it to Keeley. They've got 14 on the shot clock. 2-man game. They get it to Reardon. Controls it, scores! Beautiful passing play, and the finish by Reardon. That was a great catch in traffic. The defense was actually pretty good, but he gets it and somehow manages to get the ball away and pass Craig Wendy. So 43 seconds into the fourth, the Steelhawks get on the board, make it 9-5, and Jordan Dance, the entire break before the whistle, before the faceoff, was yelling at the referees after that play was not called, where he did seem to get hit in the face. Here comes Whitby the other way. Albrecht slowing it down. Whitby doesn't want to race. When their chances are there, they'll take them, but they don't need to push the pace all the time. Albrecht to Murphy. Pretty much running a yellow play here, just stalling it up a bit. And now 8 seconds left. They're going to start to try and move in. That's Keeley. He'll go for the jump shot. Can't say I'm the biggest fan of the jump shot, but he gets it on net. Wendy makes the stop. The long outlet pass, but Farthing taps it away from Caravello, and they're going to call a penalty on Farthing for holding with the ball. He's got Grasby and Ben. There's Grasby. The lefties are Dance and Muse. Upshaw, Jones, Smith up top, and McCrory and Turner down low as Farthing's usually on the PK. Ben to Caravello. He'll rip it. Nice job great job there actually, by Patrick McCrory to get stick on stick, cause the shot to go out of play, and Whitby gets possession. Jones Smith leaves it for Boucher, who ran all the way over to the short restraining line to meet him. And in the fourth quarter, we've got the long change for the defenders. Nice pass ahead. Oh, what a save by Lucas Coote on Dustin Caravello. Ben led Caravello perfectly. Great scoring chance. And Coote just turns it aside. He has been sharp. Only 5 goals given up by Whitby. They've got 9 to take a 4-goal lead. We've got 12.5 to go here in the fourth. Dance. Over to Ben, gets it back. Feeds it through to Caravello. Dance will let it fly. Coote stops that one. It goes wide, but straight out to Caravello. Fresh 30, 46 on the penalty. Ben takes a look at the time on the penalty. There's only a scoreboard and clock at one end of the floor. And it's the Toronto defensive zone right now. That's why you saw Ben looking back to the other end of the floor. That ball bounces off the back boards. Dance gets it, avoids going over and back. Jones Smith way out on him. They've got some space down low. Nice hustle by Jones Smith. Dance with the shot into the belly pad. Coote just hands it off to Patrick McCrory, and he's going to bounce a long pass to Keeley. Matt Hodgins on him, Miles waiting. Here comes Reed Bort to help. Keeley with one hand, whips it over. Bit of a risky play, but got it past Sean Gillies, and Boucher will run over to his side of the floor. 2 left on the penalty. Farthing is out of the box. Hutchison cuts off the bench. Nobody picks him up, but he can't catch the pass, and Patrick Miles takes it off the boards. 11:15 to go as Cody McLeod runs over mid-floor. Peroni up on him. Again, Peroni wearing 21 this half. Grasby. He's got Johnson on him, throws it over, and gets it back from Warren. That's Muse. Looks like Ferreira to set a pick. There's the roll. Shot by Muse, glances off of Coote. Fresh 30 as Ferreira picks it back up. That pass is broken up by Alec Johnson. Nice defensive play. Sorry, Jason Crawford. I give credit where it's due. Oh, that's not a goal. You saw the mesh ripple, but it was on the outside of the mesh. The backside of the net, that is, by Adam Peroni. Oh, that's a nice try. Here comes Adam J. Jay, one of the many players in this league who, the way he's playing, can't be too far away from getting a spot in the National Lacrosse League. Ben with the rip and the goal. That's almost exactly the spot at the other end of the floor where he scored his earlier goal, and he blasts one home. 10:13 to go, 9-6, Whitby leads. Gillen and McCrory. Gillen grinding in there. It's down under his feet. Whitby's calling withholding, but Gillen wasn't on top of the ball. He was just kind of above it. He spins, shoots, saved by Coote. That was a good chance. Gillen won't often go to the net and take that shot, but when he does, he can create some things. And then he dives in and kind of pokes at Coote. That's very close to goaltender interference. And they're going to get a 10 count. Just be clear on goalie interference. If the goalie has the ball in his crease, if he has even 1 foot in the crease, you can't check any part of him, his stick, or anything. Dance pulls it down, get around Upshaw, works his way through. What a great shot. Jordan Dance with the wall run celly, and that was gorgeous. Saw where the screen was, just reached back across his body to float that one inside the far crease. .9:32 to go in the fourth quarter. And a strong Halton Hills contingent of fans are loving these Monarchs, who have a lot of Bulldog products. Here comes Miles to Warren, scores! Back-to-back goals, the bouncer by Warren, and it's a 1-goal game. Warren, as I said earlier, has been all over the floor. He's rewarded with a beautiful goal to make it 9-8 with 9:24 to go. Then he takes the face off, but he jumps. Probably a little too excited after his goal and just went early. The quick touch muscle fibers jumped in on him, and Whitby has possession. Keeley runs around a check, goes past Krapinczak, shoots, save by Wendy, and it's picked up in the crease by Patrick Miles. He'll run the floor. He legs it over center. Jones Smith picks him up. Miles to Caravello. This is where you really have to watch out for Jordan Dance. Grasby has the ball. Dance wanted it, but he was covered by Jones Smith. Jordy Jones Smith is basically on. There's a shot by Laidlaw. Great job by Upshaw to stop it. Coote steps out of his crease, and he lobs it ahead. But Jones Smith is going pretty much anywhere that Jordan Dance goes. They get it ahead to Reardon. He spins, shoots, goes wide. Oh, touches Wendy, so it'd be a reset, but Toronto gets it anyway. Gillies, the hard pass at Niall Caravello, who's only a few feet away. Players are getting excited here. There's a chance. Ben shoots. That one's knocked down by Farthing, who didn't see where it went, so Ben follows the shot, gets the rebound, and they reset it. I thought it was blocked by the defender. I guess it went off of Coote. The shot, sidearm. That one's going to go off Coote for sure and up out of play, and it hits Jordan Critch, who's sitting there with ice on that right knee. Boy, what a loss for the Monarchs, but they are getting a comeback going. They're within a goal, 8:03 to go. Caravello to Muse. Ferreira sets a pick. They go far side to Ben. He's going to try and duck underneath. Nice two-man defense. Lewis jumps out on Caravello. And there's McCrory on Ben. 12 on the shot clock. Ben feeds Ferreira, who goes to the net, drifts the shot, but it goes high on the far side. Ferreira's knocked down. There's a pass ahead to Curtis Conley. Reardon takes the pass. 12 on the shot clock as Boucher gets it back. Murphy sets a pick. That's a big pick. Gets it back. Goes to the net. Scores! They wave it off. They say he was in the crease. Whitby won. Ferreira with the goal makes it 9-9, 6:41 to play. The Monarchs have come all the way back. Gillen very close to a second step with the ball in the back of his stick. No call, and the Monarchs retain possession. In case you're wondering, you have one step as a faceoff man. You can pick the ball up in the back of your stick. You can take one step, and then you have to move it or flip it out to yourself. Huge pick by Dance, and that's blown down. He complains. And then a swinging wrap check, runs his man into the boards, gets the ball back. Dance is just a dynamo out there. I'm not sure why he was complaining about that pick. It was a massive pick, and they have been calling those all game. And now, I think that is going to be, oh my God. They might be calling it a bench minor, which would allow them to have anyone serve it. I thought it was on Dance specifically. Whitby wanted Dance in the box, so I thought it was going to be, but no, they've called it a bench minor. So you can't, your in-home does serve that. There's Keeley, cuts inside, shoots. Stopped by Wendy. Dustin Caravello breaking down the floor. They're going to lob it ahead to Niall instead, but Dustin cuts across the floor, and it rolls out. Good bounce for Whitby, but Albrecht missed it. Niall Caravello went after the ball in the crease there. You can go after it if the goalie's just diving out on it. You can go. Once he's got it trapped under his stick, you can't rake under there, but you can go after it. So there's definitely no problem with Caravello going after that. Pass to the middle, the shot, save. That was McMahon, and Wendy, who had his struggles early, has been brilliant here in the second half. Here comes Miles. He'll shoot, saved by Coote. And he stopped that one. He's been a little shaky lately, but he makes the big save there. Whitby with 1:07 left on the power play. 5:10 to go in the game. It's 9-9. In regulation time, I should say. Overtime, a very real possibility. Keeley has the ball. He'll go up top to Boucher. McMahon setting a pick in the middle. Now he's open. They try and get it to him, but that's a great slide. Want to see that? That's Eric Krepensek. I have to give him credit because that was a brilliant play by Krepensek. Perfect timing to get there and break that up. Big sprint by Warren. But Miles will make the easy, smart pass over to Dance. Dance running, there's Upshaw on him. So this is one of the rare moments where Dance isn't covered by Jones Smith. Shot from the outside by Warren with about 5 left in the shot clock. 22 on the penalty, and Whitby comes forward. Murphy. They've got 10 seconds left. Keeley looking for a shot. He's going to lob it up. McMahon's got some room. Fire save right in the belly pad. Middle of the chest of Wendy. He's looking up the floor. Short pass to Caravello instead. Back to 5-on-5 with 4 minutes to play. 9-9 the score. I'm Steven Stamp. This is thrilling Arena Lacrosse League semifinal action on the JVI Sports Network. Muse runs through the check from Dalton Lundy. Gets a snowy, passes over to Grasby. Toe drag, shoots, save, Coote. He's looking up the floor. There's no one there, so he makes the short pass to Peroni. Alec Johnson was trying to get open. Wasn't happening. Reardon takes that one off the board. 18 on the shot clock as Keeley gets it. Peroni's up for an offensive shift, and he's setting pick after pick on Hodgins. There's a shot. That one misses. Comes back out to Murphy. On the run, stopped by Wendy. It's in his gear. He pulls it out. 3:17, 16, 15. Luke Laidlaw very casually runs up the floor, takes the pass. He's got a chance. Misses high on the far side. Comes out to Ben, who overran it. It's flicked ahead by Corey Upshaw. What a great play to get it to Curtis Conley. He goes to the net. Pass to Reardon. Save. Conley has the net, scores. They wave it off and they say he's in the crease. Oh, I don't know about that one. They may be saying the off man was in the crease. Toronto's got a chance. Their player falls down. Warren fell. Coote grabs it. Coote out to Farthing. 2:38 to go. Farthing goes to the net. The save by Wendy. Everything just opened up for Farthing. He ran the length of the floor, and he's going to go and grab a breather after that shift. Late in the game, 2:22 to go, 9-9 the score. It's all knotted up. The winner goes to the All-Cup final against Paris tomorrow. On the run, Dance, saved by Coote, glances off. Great job by Albrecht, but Ferrer holds on to the ball. Grasby, shovel pass, gets it out to Muse. They slow it down a little. They've got 24 left on the shot clock. Dance's head snaps back as he takes a cross-check in the back there from Peroni. Feeds it through to Caravello. He'll shoot. Stopped by Coote again. And again it goes out to Toronto. This time it's Tyler Ferreira grabbing the ball. Hidden ball, but Lundy knows it's him. I think everyone knows it's him. So they throw it over to Warren. 20 on the shot clock. 1:40 in the game. In regulation. Ferreira trying to go under Lundy. Lundy knocks him down. Peroni goes up with it, but Muse trips him. Penalty coming to Toronto. So the Steelhawks have the extra attacker. If they don't score, they'll go to the man advantage for the remainder of regulation and possibly into overtime. 15 on the shot clock. They're taking their time to get everything set up. Murphy with the ball. Keeley is getting himself set. Pass down low to Reardon. It tips off him up out of play. And with 1:06 to go, Muse will go to the box, and they don't allow a shorty. They'll still have the other 34 seconds of the penalty in overtime. There's Murphy. Over to Bushi. Back to Murphy. Bushi shoots. Bouncer well wide up into the mesh. The refs conferred and got it right for sure. That didn't touch anybody. It was just stick on stick. It's Toronto's ball. Correct call. Now Caravello, 45 seconds left. 20 on the shot clock. So they can kill all but 22 seconds of this penalty. The ball's on the far side with Brandon Ben. Bushi is covering now Caravello. Caravello's in the crease. The shot goes well wide. 3 on the shot clock. It's going to end as Bushi just runs over his man. Dance goes after him, leaves it there. Now Caravello was going to stand there and pick up the ball, and the ref said leave it. So 19.3, Whitby will take their timeout. So to set the stage, it's 9-9. 6.2 to go, and it is Luke Laidlaw starting with the ball. Jordy Jones-Smith is right up on him. The other 4 Steelhawks defenders are back in their end, covering the 3 Monarchs players. Sorry, it's actually Eric Krepensek. He'll run it up 2 seconds, 1 second, and they're just going to kill the rest of the period. We will go to overtime, and Whitby will enjoy a 54-second man advantage. Then it'll be all even. It is sudden death victory. Whoever scores goes to the championship. Whoever does not score is going home for the season. We'll take a break. I'm Steven Stamp. This is the ALL on JVI. All right, lacrosse friends, we're headed to overtime. Whitby on the power play. Toronto with all 3 of their other defenders over behind their restraining line. 3 Steelhawks there. Mark Farthing, the only player to our left in the Whitby end. It's Peroni and Miles. And Peroni pulls it out, swats it back to Farthing, and they will take their time. Farthing will pick it up very carefully. So, it is the defending finalist Toronto Monarchs looking for a return trip to the All-Cup Championship against the expansion Whitby Steelhawks, looking to go all the way to the finals in their first year of existence. Bushi to McMahon. That's Murphy. Sidearm whip pass to Keeley. He almost has it knocked away by Miles, but he gets it over to Murphy. 5 to shoot. Stopped by Wendy, and that's going to be a crease call. The cross-check in the back on Murphy not called. We're going to let him go here. I thought there'd be at least a possession call, but Toronto has the ball and 10 seconds left on the penalty to Muse, the tripping call. We're back to even strength, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brandon Ben, watched by Peroni. Dustin Caravello with the pick, sidearm shot, stopped by Coote, pounces on the rebound. He's got nobody to pass to. Throws it to Reardon, he's got a man right on him, that's Ben. Wrap check attempt, he hangs on to it. Runs into the offensive zone. Plays Reardon to McMahon. Straight back to Reardon, he had to reach for it. That's Boucher, thought about a shot it looked like. He's gonna pass it across. Keeley trying to fight through, shoots low, saved by Wendy. Short outlet pass to Adam J. He's got Miles running with him. He'll hand it off and they'll both go to the bench. Dustin Caravello with it. Chance now for the Monarchs. 9-9. Next goal wins. Up to Dance. He's dangerous. He'll shoot. Misses well wide. Comes off the boards. Bounces off Peroni, but he's the first one there to track it down. Nice, safe little pass ahead to Tyler Albrecht. He will run into the offensive zone and give it to Reardon. 20 on the shot clock. Pat Miles watching Reardon. Over to Keeley. That's Murphy, league's leading scorer. He had 37 goals this year. Reardon gets to Boucher. 6 on the shot clock. Solid defensive shift by Toronto. That's Murphy. He gets underneath, shoots. Oh, great trail check by Sean Gillies. And then Niall Caravello is pinning the Steelhawk Murphy down along the boards. Jones Smith gets it. They're still up there because Murphy was trapped under a Toronto player for about 5 seconds. He just lobs it up to Keeley, who gives it off to McMahon and runs into the middle. McMahon has it. Keeley setting a pick. Hard shot by Boucher, misses, hits the referee. Break for the Steelhawks because that would have gone over and back. Blaine McCauley wants some kind of a call. Murphy off the post. That is not over and back. It's a fresh 30 and possession for the Steelhawks. That is a break as well. That one went off the post, although a bit of a break for Toronto that didn't go off the post and in. So it evens out. That's Boucher with it. Murphy's going to come and set a pick. No, slip pick. Feeds it through. Can't get it. That was a nice play by Gillen as he was knocked down or fell to just get a piece of Murphy's stick so he couldn't catch that pass. Here's Reed Board. Peroni watching him. And Toronto has taken their timeout. Oh, we're 3:27 into overtime. I'm Steven. All right, lacrosse friends, here we go. Brandon Ben will start with the ball, watched by Adam Peroni. The Toronto Monarchs scored the last 4 goals of regulation time. If they can make it 5 in a row, they'll win and go to the All-Cup final. Whitby just needs 1 to get there in their expansion year. McCrory on Dance. He spins again. Jones Smith, shot well wide. 5 seconds left. Grasby can't corral it. It's an over and back. Whitby didn't have anybody running the floor. They're just going to take their time, get their offense out there. Toronto has used the one timeout each team gets in overtime. Whitby still has theirs. Keeley up to Reardon. Murphy takes a rough ride from Krepensek over along the far boards. He's moving about a bit gingerly. Keeley, 2-man game. Feeds it through to Reardon, a bit too high. Murphy races there. Krepensek grabs onto him. Murphy rips 3, but McLeod had the ball, gets it over to Adam J. Toronto into the offensive zone. Alistair Warren scored a huge goal earlier, part of that 4-goal run for Toronto. Ferreira ducks underneath, shoots, saved by Coote. Goes straight back out to Muse. Warren, looked like Caravello was going to set a pick. Now he's setting a pick. Warren cuts underneath. He's got a lane. Shoots, save. Boy, both these goalies have nerves of steel in this overtime. Nice outlet pass by Corey Upshaw. And Dylan Hutchison passes it down, tried to feed it through. Probably not a pass he should have made there. If it got through, Boucher had a great chance, but it was picked off. Here comes Adam J. They're 2-on-3, no numbers for Toronto. Upshaw just shoves Warren away to get some space. Dance has it on the far side, comes near side to Grasby. 10 minutes left in the period. 5 into this overtime. Dance all the way to the net, shoots, save. Stepped in the crease anyway. Jones Smith just lobs it over. Albrecht Very calmly proceeds. Gets it to Keeley. Keeley and Miles one-on-one. They need to give him some help. Miles is good, but Keeley is a dynamic offensive threat. Whitby moves over to the far side. Boucher has it. Ian Murphy, two-man game. Boucher to the middle. Almost lost it. Held on. There's Keeley. McMahon's behind the net. They've got 5 to get a shot off. Keeley shoots. Save. Wendy jumps on it with Reardon right there. The ball was out of the crease, so Reardon was trying to get it. They move it ahead to Miles. Now Toronto has another chance. Alistair Warren, he shoots far side. I don't know if that touched. No, it didn't. Jones Smith grabs it. He's going for a run. He may be the unlikeliest of heroes if he could score here, but he's not even looking at the net. He's just circling back, trying to get it to the offense. Goes to Reardon. Over to Keeley. Just 3 Steelhawks on the floor, now 4. They need one more, and there he is, Cody McMahon. That was Boucher that got the pass. McMahon's even further back than he is. Murphy. Look to McMahon. Reed board out on him, goes underneath. He's got a chance, shoots, save Wendy. It bounces straight out to Reardon. Keeley's got it, goes to Murphy. Bounces away from him. And Toronto quickly makes sure their door's closed, and then they open it again. It's Anthony Smitheram on the bench, on the door. Keeley shoots a little wide. 13 on the shot clock. A little sub feed by Murphy. Blaze Reardon will shovel it up, and Murphy's going to let it rip. Oh, it was tipped out front, goes off of Wendy. That's a live ball. The 30-second shot clock was not taking, and the pass is thrown away. Here's a chance for McMahon. There's Murphy, save Wendy. He's been brilliant, and now he tries to pounce on it, gets onto the ball. They say back in. They're going to say Toronto knocked that ball back into the crease, and Whitby will get possession. 8:01 to go here in the first overtime period. We'll just keep going until we get a goal, but the time not really that important except that they get a 2-minute break if they get through 15 minutes. Boy, 7 minutes of overtime is a lot already. Whitby with the ball. Keeley gets a little pick from McMahon. Whitby moving around a fair bit. Boucher feeds it through McMahon, shoots, save, shoulder shrug save by Wendy. That may have been going high, but you don't want to take that chance, and Wendy makes the stop. And now, Whitby's going to take their time out. Whitby starts with possession, play blown in with 28 seconds on the shot clock. They're under 23 as Keeley gets it over to Boucher. There's Murphy. Krepinsak, the stick right up into the face. Murphy shoots, scores! Austin Murphy has won it for the Whitby Steelhawks on the run. A little bouncer to the far side, finds the back of the mesh. Half of the team goes to congratulate him. Half goes to congratulate Lucas Coote. What a thriller. The Steelhawks, an expansion team, have a chance to win it all tomorrow. They are off to the Arena Lacrosse League Cup. The goal coming at 7:34 of overtime. Austin Murphy. Craig Wendy is looking inconsolable in the Toronto net. Hold your head up, Craig Wendy. You put on a spectacular performance. 10-9, the final score. The teams will shake hands. Toronto will go get some rest. A lot of rest, and then the Whitby Steelhawks will also try and get their rest and get ready to play tomorrow at 2 o'clock when they face the Paris Riverwolves in the Arena Lacrosse League Cup championship game. I'm Stephen Stamp. This has been ALL Playoff Action on JVI Sports Network.